Snake Eyes G.I. Origins is a film made solely for action. The film can't progress without a fight scene every 10 minutes. There are at least 10 action sequences in total. It's so heavily packed with action and overwhelming background music, brings somewhat visual exhaustion, and leaves no time to catch a breath. When everywhere is filled with climax, then nowhere feels like a climax. You may believe a popcorn movie is entertaining enough on screen, when its sole purpose is to contain as much action as it does. But unfortunately, the fight choreography is far from perfection. Snake Eyes is the sneakiest, stylish ninja in the G.I. Joe universe, whose defining characteristics is slicing up bad guys with elegance and sophistication. Nevertheless, the film portrays him as a common burglar, repeatedly needing assistance for many challenges encountered. The aesthetics of violence and gritty, graceful swordsmanship, choreographed in previous G.I. Joe films, are reduced to the abstract ideas of cartoon violence with swinging dual swords. Most of the action sequences are shot via shaky camera and sliced with choppy, fast editing into bits and pieces, with dozens of gangsters running into the frame, causing so much clutter and chaos as opposed to the neat and slow-motion dual craftsmanship from previous G.I. Joe films. The story is written with the intention of creating as many fight scenes as possible. I strongly suspect the scriptwriting process of this movie was to decide what to choreograph first, then inject stories to connect these combat set pieces together later on. The writing is so subpar, creating uncountable nonsensical plot holes and containing horrendous jumps from plots to subplots, so to give reasons for people to punch each other. The film starts with Snake's father being murdered, and he is driven by the desire to avenge his father ever since he was a kid. It then immediately jumps to an underground fight scene to show the boy has grown into a deadly hand-to-hand combat fighter, without explaining how he grew up, how he learned to fight, or what drives his moral judgment. Completely reduce the emotional weight of the previous scene. Snake Eyes is recruited by the crime boss Kin-Tai, offers to find his father's killer if he smuggles guns for him. 4 weeks later, when Snake Eyes is asked to shoot the traitor Tommy from the gang, he refuses and instead helps Tommy escape, leads to a long, massive fight scene with the gangsters. Here at this point, the audience has no idea who the traitor is, or why Snake Eyes is willing to help him. The action sequence comes before character establishment and motive drive. When asked about why he helps Tommy, Snake Eyes simply says that he isn't a murderer.
Why? I'm not a murderer.
We learn that his agenda is to undercover for Kin-Tai later on, but here it makes no sense for Tommy to believe in his lame excuse. Tommy takes Snake's Eyes to his ninja temple and invites him to pass 3 challenges of the warrior to become a ninja for his clan. So his gratitude towards Snake Eyes, who he considers to be his good friend and life savior, is to repay him with difficult triads, and especially the deadly third triad. He doesn't suspect anything when Snake's Eyes agree to undergo these triads, as if any normal person would have the motive to put their life at risk simply because they have nowhere to go. The whole premise of these 3 triads is just to create more choreography. Afterwards, there is a subplot in which Tommy wants to take down Kin-Tai's smuggling spot. He doesn't want to send a team to hunt them down, but rather confront Kin-Tai's gangs with only 2 other persons, Snake Eyes and the clan's head of security, Akiko. This is a mission doomed to fail, but Akiko allows them to attack the enemies being outnumbered, proving the injection of this subplot is to put the characters at stake with more exciting combat spectacle. Even the introduction of the supporting character starts with a fight. Scarlett, a member of G.I. Joe, is fighting off Kin-Tai's men when she first appears, and we never learn anything about her except she is an excellent soldier. The last action scene displays Snake Eyes defeating Kin-Tai in the snake pit, where the snakes devour Kin-Tai upon sensing his evil spirit. It's kind of ridiculous for Snake Eyes to go after Kin-Tai rather than the Baroness, a villain of Cobra, associated with his father's murder. Even the motivation and struggles of Snake Eyes are unnecessarily constructed directed for more action. He's justified to undercover for the terrorists Kentai and Cobra on account of his desire to avenge his father. But why not just ask the powerful clan to help him find his father's killer? Especially after he learns the killer's name from Cobra already. Only when he discovers Cobra is the organization behind his father's murder, he starts to help Tommy to fight against them. It appears his action isn't about doing the right thing, but it's all about his revenge. Clearly, his entire conflict and action throughout this film is to create more action sequences in the correct moment, such as helping Tommy escape so that he can undercover for Kentai. By the way, if Tommy is Kentai's cousin, how is he capable of undercovering in Kentai's gang? Snake Eyes have to undergo 3 trials in order to steal the Sunstone, but in the end, even if he passes the task, he still wouldn't be able to obtain Sunstone without Tommy's blood. Therefore, the 3 trials wouldn't increase his chance of success in stealing. The Sunstone is also only an amplified fire weapon, which loses its advantage in close-range hand-to-hand combat. Kentai could have succeeded in attacking the clan with enough soldiers and weapons, and the whole undercover mission is unnecessary. Snake Eyes betraying the clan is to provide Tommy with reasons for hatred, so that they could have their car duel scene and prepare for more sword duel fights in the upcoming G.I. Joe sequels. With action, they totally ignore the story, and especially the dialogue. The crunchy dialogues are so insufferable that it seems to be written by middle schoolers.
I looked into your eyes and I saw honor.
Only cartoon characters would talk like this.
Call me Storm Shadow.
No! God, please, no! No!